Hello vlog. It's not Sunday today, it's some other day. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday and we're slowly strolling through the cemetery. This is Evie there, that's me, there's Mara in there, and we're slowly strolling to hospital because we have a new member of our team, our little kiddo. He's so small that we haven't agreed on a name yet, but today he have a hearing test in a hospital, so we're going there. And today in the vlog we will share our experience on what it's like to give birth. That's probably more obvious experience, and we'll talk what's different and what might seem weird about hospitals, doctors and all the baby stuff in Denmark if you're coming from other countries like we did. Yep. So this is a very slow ride because it's our kiddo's first ride. So we don't want to shake him up too much, and it's been 1.5 weeks after it's out of his 9-month-old winter. So Evie is also recovering, so a lot of shake is probably not what she wants. Let's check our little cute new team member. Evet. Abi. And that's the hospital right there. So we went to hospital. Now this one is trying to fall asleep. Mara is sleeping up in there. And we will share our story about giving birth. Well, I didn't do it, actually Evie did, and this one was planned to born at home and why we chose home birth. Shoot, Evie.
Why we chose, like, probably if we would do it like in Latvia, then we would choose the same with Mara, but as it was like a new country, we didn't know anything, we chose the safest way hospital, as we thought. The experience was really nice, but we went to the hospital twice.
Yeah, first time it wasn't something wasn't open enough.
Yeah.
So we had to get back home, and then we had to arrange the whole thing again and get to hospital and do all that stuff. And another strange thing was, which we found weird, was that after baby was born, like 3 hours later, we could go home.
You could try to go.
That seemed a bit wild, because like where we from in Latvia, it's usually like a couple days spent in hospital.
The minimum is like 3 days, I think. Yeah.
I think there was a chance to stay in that hospital's hotel, but because it was summer season and fund saving, it was closed. So we were welcome to go home. So with this one we chose home birth. And how did that go?
It didn't go as planned.
But still a very good experience.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was delivering the kid. There was midwives and all that, and we called them and she came and checked everything.
She came right in time, as we thought at the beginning.
So it was all ready to go, but something wasn't happening.
Yeah, someone decided not to come the right way, and
the midwife and you, with your pressure, midwife chose safest way to go to hospital. So it was again new experiences for me. First ride in ambulance, but at least it wasn't that logistic problem that we had to go there and back. We were taking there.
Yeah, but we are kinda as well when we choose the home birth,
we knew that it's close.
the hospital is close enough. Yeah,
So
because
if anything,
yeah,
felt safe.
and as well remember when you are in such a pain and something goes wrong, then 1 minute seems as like at least 10.
I had my first ride in an ambulance. It was a bit nerve-wracking. Also, it was Evie was in a lot of pain and it looked pretty terrifying.
I kind of don't remember that.
Yeah, she doesn't remember that. I snapped few pictures for her to remember. Anyways, then there was the anesthetics doctor with the spine thing, the epidural.
Epidural, yeah, that was also one thing that I always was kind of against and didn't want to choose, and this time it was the only option, and the only option that helped us actually to deliver this.
So it started at 8 at home and ended around 1:30 in hospital, but baby came out with only help of anesthetic and 3 midwives.
Yeah. And doctor as well was involved.
And doctor, at 5 o'clock we could go home. We could have gone home earlier, but the system was down to register the kid. And our kid is registered with surname and he's a boy.
Yeah.
So we haven't decided on a name yet. And that's the funky thing in this country, at least for us it seems funky that you have half a year to decide, and
6 months.
6 months to register kid's name, and many other things that are online, like applying, like registering kid's name, applying myself as a dad because we're not married, so it's almost like a Facebook situation where you
Yeah.
apply online, then she gets invitation and
I
she's
can
like
choose, and
she's like, okay, this one will do. And about doctors in general, here, for example, in difference from Latvia, they're pretty chill. Like most of the things they will say it's normal. So we go with the kid, oh, what is this rash? They're like, oh, that's eczema, that's normal. Like that word was already not normal. Or like blood tests, they do blood tests and the answer is not like in our country where you have this much too many, that too little. They just, it's normal.
yeah, but actually you can log in and always check everything.
But
What happened, what they done to you, like blood tests.
you have all your history online.
Yeah.
They're a bit more chill, but they also react when it's really necessary, because there's probably there's like a sort of a free healthcare, because there's
Yeah.
probably a lot of people who just feel funny and they go to doctors. But that seems very different. But giving birth was weird experience, but very good experience both times. First time midwife didn't even speak almost any English,
Yeah.
but we managed to get Mara out. I managed not to see how exactly it happened. And next morning we were home. Midwives were super pro. We went to check kids' hearing today and we bumped into them and they were all
Yeah.
like, oh, how's everyone and all that. So make babies. We recommend make
Yes.
babies
In Denmark.
in Denmark. That's cool. Also in Denmark you get all those little leaflets and a lot of information about kids' health and what's a thing in Denmark. For example, you can beat kids. Did you know that? That's
What a
strange.
surprise.
Yeah. There's probably other countries where that's strongly recommended. I hope not. Yeah, there's also things like paternity leave, and it's like 2 weeks to 1 month, and dad is very involved in that child raising thing.
Especially in the beginning, it's like huge help for mom,
Yeah.
and especially when you have 2 kids.
Yeah, and there's a lot of information about that online in many places, so definitely check that out. So that's our little vlogs about expat family and child stuff in Denmark, and we also did reviews of those kids packages that are big help for new families, so check them out. Yeah, that's about it with the hospital thing. We were in hospital, our kid's hearing is alright, and today we made a day for Mara, because we thought it's not fair that all attention goes to the little one. So I took complete day off and we went to the zoo and had some fun there. And now Mara is sleeping and we're chilling in this nice park. And thank you for watching. Subscribe.